is Friday. Wow, it's Friday. I'm not sure when the last time I filmed was. I've been busy. I've been not feeling well. I've also been busy doing stuff for college. I registered for classes on Tuesday. I found out yesterday that I was accepted into the Excelsior Scholarship Program, so free tuition. Yay! Yeah, I haven't had time to film, but I have been reading. I've been reading, I promise. I'm gonna be done later today with Not Your Sidekick. I'm almost there. 50 pages. I promise you I'm gonna be done today. And so I'll film more later and tell you more about it. I like it a lot. I think it was Andrew from Middle Shelf who told me that it's just like a really cute, fluffy, happy story. And I agree. I'm enjoying it. It's a bit predictable, which it's not a bad thing. Some of the things was like, yeah, I saw that coming from like 2 miles away. But it's still good. I'm still enjoying it, and I'm still really glad that I was able to get it and read it for the Biblio Games. That's why I'm doing all these vlogs anyway, because Biblio Games. So yeah, I'll talk more about that later. Right now, I want to tell you about this cute, sweet, wonderful book, that I found while I was putting my books at my job, which is at the library. So this is the Remember balloons, and it is so sweet. Every memory we have is stored in a balloon, and we carry around those balloons all of our lives, and sometimes as we get old, our balloons start to float away. And that's what happens for this little boy and his grandpa. His grandpa's balloons start to float away. But as the years have gone by, and as the grandpa has told the little boy all of his memories, grandpa's memories might be floating away, but the little boy has them now as his own balloons. And so when all of grandpa's balloons are gone, the little boy can tell grandpa about all the new balloons that he has and help grandpa to remember his life story. It's just so sweet, and I love it. My own grandma is starting her memories not as good as it used to be, and so when I saw this, it's like, oh my gosh. I had to check it out from the library, and I'm going to actually go and read it to my grandma at some point. Yeah, that's that. I still don't know how to do a vlog. People say apparently I'm good at this, but I don't know. Anyway, what was I going? Oh. So, we went to visit my grandma, and my dad read the book to my grandma, so cue adorable footage of that now.
Okay, I have lots and lots of balloons, way more than my little brother. Mom and Dad have more balloons than I do. Grandpa has lived so long, he has more balloons than all of us together. And that one, I pointed to the purple balloon above his head. Grandpa looks up and smiles, his face alive with remembering. That's the day I married your grandma in the little church on Cedar Lane. We danced that night under the stars, and oh, how I loved her.
That's my grandpa.
Yep. But Grandpa has been having problems with his balloons lately. Something's wrong with Grandpa, I tell my parents. He can't hold on to his balloons anymore. Mom looks at me with sad eyes. That happens sometimes when people grow older. He finally loses the silver one. Remember the silver one? I watch it float away until I can't see it anymore. Why did you let it go? I yell. That was our balloon. Then I sit on the sidewalk and cry. One day I go to see him and all his balloons are gone. It'll be okay, Dad says. Look up. I have new balloons now. See, Mom says? Now they're your balloons to share.
That's cute.
So I climb into Grandpa's lap and begin telling him about my new balloons. And that's it.
I finished reading Not Your Sidekick. It was very good. I want to know what happens next, but it's like not super important, which is ironic. It's ironic terminology considering it's a book about superheroes. I don't know, it's like it ends well enough for me to be content with that, though I know that there's more that happens because there's 2 more books. I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. It was good. It was just good. Like, it's not making me want to absolutely need to read the rest right away. Just good. Probably gonna give it like 4 stars. That's what I usually do. Usually if a book's just... I'll usually give a book 4 stars when there's nothing like wrong with a book. If it's like good and yet there's something wrong with it, then I would give it 3. But this is good and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just not like I need to read the rest right now. You know, I'm not explaining this very well. I liked the characters. I liked how all of the characters, regardless of whether they were the main character or side characters, they all had a lot of depth, which was very, very, very good. The dialogue was mostly good. There were some parts that was like, yeah, doesn't really work. But that was not very frequent. That was few and far in between. That's the term I'm looking for. I did like the world building. I liked the world building. I also liked that it takes place in like Nevada and all that. Actually, Nevada. That's where Allie's from. The nature of pages. Maybe that's why I enjoyed it. I don't know. It wasn't a bad book. I'm glad I read it. It was definitely worth buying. I need to read more books. I've read 3 books and we're halfway through June. I need to read 3 more. 4 more would be 4 more would be good. I'm gonna do it. I'm going to do it. I promise you, I'm going to do it. This is my little friend. Isn't he so cute? He is so adorable. I love him. Anyway, I finished another book. Ow. Broken Frontier Anthology by a lot of people, a lot of amazing artists. It was published by A Wave Blue World. I was given this book for free by them to talk about on my channel. That's what I'm doing. I might actually, probably gonna make like an actual review about it too, because I should. I enjoyed this a lot. The artwork is amazing. So good. I have been wanting to read more graphic novels. I finally have. It's like 300 pages. So I read it in a day because it's not a lot of reading. It's mostly looking at the beautiful pictures. I enjoyed it a lot. And that's all that matters. I enjoyed it a lot, and that's all you're gonna get to find out in this reading vlog. I will tell you more when I film my review of it. It'll be my first ever review. That'll be interesting. So I've read 3 books this week. Yeah. Yep. Sounds about right to me. 3 books. That's a lot. I don't know what I'm gonna read next. Actually, I do know what I'm gonna read next. I'll tell you about it tomorrow. I'm not good at these reading vlogs. You guys should just know this by now. This is a reading vlog. I should talk about what I'm reading. I started this today. Confronting Old Testament Controversies. I'm only like 20 pages in. 20 pages in. 21 pages in, if I could talk. It's pretty good. I'm enjoying it so far. I don't know what direction it's heading in. It's gonna be interesting. I like the fact that the author at the beginning kind of makes like a disclaimer, like it's more for Christians. Like it's for people who believe that the Bible is the Word of God. That's what he says. So that would be me, because that's what I believe. And he makes that disclaimer just to say that people who don't necessarily believe that will probably not agree at all with what he's going to say. I think that's why he made that disclaimer. The writing is a little, I don't know what the word would be, strenuous, maybe, so far. So we're gonna see. I got this book from a Goodreads giveaway. I entered it because I wanted to read more nonfiction. I wanted to read more books on Christianity. Also, the cover is really cool. So yeah, we're reading it. It's gonna fulfill the hero support, I think it's the hero support thing for Biblio games. It is Tuesday, the 18th of June? Yes, I'm really, really close to 100 subscribers on YouTube. I'm excited. And I might make a special video, I'm not sure. I plan on doing something extra special when I get to 250. That's the big number that I'm gonna do something real special for. Anyway, it's been an interesting few days. It's been a bit stressful, but it's all good now. That's the important part. Anyway, I'm 50 pages into this, and I have some thoughts. So I'm only 50 pages in, and I'm only still in the first part of the book, which is about evolution, creation. You know, that big debate. And I don't agree. I like 95% don't agree with the author on his point of view. What I have to remind myself though is that is okay, because of one part of this book that I do very much agree with the author. Which at the beginning of the book said how the Bible, you know, it's confusing. And there is a lot that is very vague and very left up to interpretation by the reader. And because of that, you're gonna get a lot of different views, a lot of different opinions. However, the most important part of the Bible, salvation, Jesus, all of that, is very clear. And it's hard not to understand that part and have the same agreement as most people. If I'm making sense with my talking, I don't know. So what I'm trying to remind myself is, while I'm reading this, as long as we're agreeing with that main important part, these other things that aren't as important, it's alright to disagree. That's life. We disagree with people. That's how it is. Another thing the author talked about at the beginning of the book is how a lot of the times when people disagree, even people disagreeing in like the faith, like this book is written for Christians who disagree with each other, basically. And how Christians will say to each other, like, how can you be a Christian for not thinking this way or not agreeing this way? And I see that, and I don't like that, and neither does the author. And so yeah, like, anyway, my basic thoughts. It's totally okay to not agree on certain topics as long as you do agree on the most important part, the most clear, simplest part of the Bible. Jesus came to die for all of us so that we may all live again. It's simple. Yeah. I'm not good with talking. This is why I like to write stuff down. This is why I'm a writer, because writing's easier than talking. But I gotta get better at talking. I'm gonna be a leader in my church youth group this year. I'm gonna have to talk and be able to get my point across to children, so gotta do better at talking. Anyway, hopefully you have enjoyed this vlog. Hopefully it's not a terrible vlog. Give it a thumbs up if you feel like it. Subscribe to my channel if you want to. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know what you thought of the books I've read this week. I think I've read three and a half. Yeah, three and a third. I don't know. Yeah. That's all. Goodbye.